What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to today's video, and in today's video we are going over my Speedroid deck. Now this isn't the updated version, this is just something I've been playing in the Master Duels version right now. Again, also I want to mention, I know there is a version with what's that deck called, Wind Witch. Yes, I will be doing, if you guys want, depending on how many comments this video gets, make sure you comment down below if you want me to make a version of that Speedroid deck. That way I could actually, I don't know, give you guys what you guys want to see. But without further ado, let's jump right into this deck. This deck is strictly Speedroid. Now I have so much fun doing with this just because of the 1 to 2 card combos and the sheer synchro summoning of this deck. So let's jump right into it. So we have 2 red-eyed dice, one of the main core tuners in this deck, 2 maxis, of course you need your staples, 3 marble machines. Now marble machine is really important because he's also your search, 1 terror top, bread and butter smeared all over the bread, because this is your main 1 card combo. Because if anything, this card can just set you up for a amazing board. Now, if you have this one, Terror Top and Marble Machine, even fucking better. I've had duels where I've had double Crystal Wing, as you guys can see, Crystal Wing Synchro Dragons on the field. Super fucking good, and I love it. Tekatomborg 3, just because you definitely want to get this. It's one of your main searches on top of these 2, but this one actually special summons the tuner onto the field. Den Daiko Duke. Now this one I'm only running 2 because you don't really want him in your hand, but you want his effect as much as possible. So you want these 2 in the graveyard as often and as fast as possible, because his effect in the graveyard is super fucking good. Because if you need an extender, especially with certain monsters that you have already summoned, he can let you special summon any tuner monster from either your graveyard or your hand, which is super fucking good. At first, when I played this deck, I didn't know how good he was until I actually started realizing the potential of his effect. And I would say get him in the graveyard as fast as possible and have him as one of your extenders. Super fucking good. 2 ashes, just because. 3 card turbos. Now this card is also good because this one is one of the ones you definitely want in your hand, because if you have any wind monster on the field, you could literally special summon him. Hence it's only once per turn, but you can special summon him at any moment, and he's a 3 tuner, which is amazing. Now for the rest of the Speedroids, that's pretty much it. Double Yo-Yo is super important too, because he's also an extender with rubber band shooter, which if you already summon normal summon Marble Machine, you can activate rubber band shooter to normal summon him again, and then his effect comes off where you could special summon any level 3 Speedroid from the graveyard, which is super fucking good. Horse Stilts, also another card that I literally, how do I say it? I literally did not pay that much attention to, but it's super good because this one actually lets you do a second normal summon. So if you have this one, when you pick up double Yo-Yo, you can use rubber band shooter to normal summon Horse Stilts, and then Horse Stilts, well, it's a special summon, so it depends on you. I wouldn't go double Yo-Yo, I would double Yo-Yo first and then Horse Stilts, but that's his first effect. And then his second effect is if he's in the graveyard, you can activate his effect in the graveyard, and you can send another monster to the graveyard from your deck, which most likely is going to be Den Daiko Duke, because Den Daiko Duke's effect is really good in the graveyard. So Clock Wyvern, I'm only running 2. It's not that important. There's another version where you can go Phantom Beast, which summons a token as well, but his level goes up. So that one's actually also as good. I might switch out this one, because when Phantom Beast summons a token, he becomes a level 6. So that I would definitely play around with both of these. Clock Wyvern, they pretty much both do the same thing with their normal summon, but Phantom Beast Tether is the one that I'm talking about. He is the one that turns level 6. 1 rubber band plane, just because it's a level 5, and every time you special summon, he can special summon himself. And if you do special summon him, he has a second effect where he could half the attack points of any monster on the field, which is really good. Next up is Red Hair. This card is also good because it's a level 5, and you can special summon him as long as there's no card in a specific column. So there cannot be, when you're looking at the board, there cannot be any cards in order to special summon him. Now, Wind Channeler right here is the second to third most important card, because this card, let's say you have Channeler and Denden Daiko Duke in your hand, you can literally send Denden Daiko Duke to the graveyard with Channeler and get Terror Top. So the main aspect of this deck is getting Terror Top or Marble Machine as soon as possible, especially with Terror Top only being special summoned with no monsters on the field. So definitely good. You definitely need 3 of these in this UR. The only bad thing about Channeler is that it comes from another secret pack, so you kind of either want to go for the secret pack if you already have the rest of the cards, or waste some UR points. Next up, you know, some staples: Regeki, Feather, Reborn. 1-for-1 is actually pretty good. I'm probably going to take this out later on and throw in something else. I'm not really sure. Speed Recovery is basically a Speedroid monster reborn, super good, and I think it's not even once per turn. It's literally as many as you have in your hand. 1 Lightning Storm, of course, 2 Twin Twisters, just because I forgot what I had in here. Oh, I was running Wind Statue, which basically only lets you special summon wind monsters. This deck is strictly wind monsters, so if you want to run the Wind Statue, you could. You don't have to. If anything, like I said, Twin Twisters, Statue, and 2 Called by the Graves. You could definitely take out 1-for-1 and 2 statues. I'm not sure for what, but this deck is definitely going to change, because supposedly there are some leaks that the new Speedroid Synchro Storm cards are coming to the game. And as soon as that comes out, I'm definitely going to give you an updated version with this, because Super Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and High Speedroid Clear Wing Rider are super good cards, and they also have a bunch of other normal monster cards like Ultra Hound, the trap card that is literally a tuner, and then the 3-star Synchro Tuner monster. I forget this guy's like, I forget the name, but it's definitely it's a main must in this deck, at least in the upgraded or the updated version. As for the extra deck, like it's missing some of the really new support cards, but you have High Speedroid Puzzle, don't really use them. Chambara, I usually use Chambara to send it to the banish with Rubber Band Bling to either get Yo-Yo or a Red Eye Dice, which is really important. And at first, I never knew how good Hagayota was, but his effect is super good, and he activates with any of the Speedroid, special summon a Speedroid monster. So Hagayota is one of your main cards that you definitely want to special summon as soon as possible, or synchro summon as soon as possible, because once you synchro with him, he can literally bring himself back if you have another Speedroid tuner, which is really good. Kendama, I threw it in there just to have another level 6. Stardust Charger, if you want a little bit of extender, if you're missing a couple cards, you can just draw a card. Adamancer Ryzen, this is more like a look at the top of your deck if you need it type thing. I'm running 2 Clear Wings, 2 Crystal Clear Wings, and then you need a Kite Drake in the Speedroid deck. If you're not running Kite Drake, his destroy all cards in the field is super good. I actually personally have been but I personally, when I first saw this deck and saw through the wind monsters, Mist Worm is super good in this deck. I highly suggest throwing Mist Worm in here. You can literally go down to 1 rubber band shooter, because you really don't need the second one. You can either throw in Shen, you could throw in another Clear Wing Fast Dragon, because this card is really good. He puts any special summon monster from the extra deck to 0. So you could literally special synchro summon Fast Dragon, activate his effect, put one of your opponent's monsters to 0, and then synchro with him, which is really amazing. Other cards, you could take out Chambara, throw in Shen. What else? You could go down to 1 clear wing. And probably, yeah. So there's a lot of different things. Mostly, I don't see Shinshin as a really good card in my opinion, at least not in this deck. But you could definitely take out Chimbaro and go down and add Shinshin. And take out a Rubber Band Plane if you want to add Shinshin as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's the deck. That's what I've been running in Master Duels as of right now until we get the Synchro Storm update coming out soon, hopefully right after this month in March. And for the Synchro event, which is going to be super amazing, I hope to see you guys all making amazing Synchro decks and pulling out some amazing combos. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the deck, and if you guys did, don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more future videos. And don't forget to check out the stream. I stream every Tuesday, Thursdays, and I can't wait to have fun with you guys. Chat is amazing, and I appreciate every single one of you who always watch my videos and are always showing up to the streams. But without further ado, that's pretty much it, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.